Welcome to Meaningful Conversations podcast with yours truly, Singinlisa. Women's History Month was absolutely wonderful. The women who were featured were phenomenal, and there was so much inspiration for everyone. Here's a look at some of the highlights of the conversations. But the best part is that there were so many women to feature that I have to continue through the month of April. History is 365, 24/7. As you know, when you give, you receive.
You definitely receive your heart. Man, I tell people, stay humble in your elevation. Stay humble in your elevation. Don't constantly watch somebody else's lane because you don't know how they got there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have that jealousy and envy inside of you for God to grow you. Because you got to be ready for those blessings that's going to come. He's going to test you to see how you're going to handle these blessings when I give it to you. You got to be humble. So let me tell you about the rule. The Lord just dropped it on me. I don't know what in the world, what made me want to come up with a gumbo rule. I just think I was...
Not just a gumbo rule. What's different about yours is a dry gumbo rule. You have, I remember when you started to talk about it, and the difference that you were telling everybody, if this is going to cut your cooking in time, and this is going to be just as good as if you left it on the stove for a long time. And so I remember that, and everybody since then has loved it, and you have, like you said, been shipping it to people ordering it from around the country. And it's fantastic, especially when the tourists come and they get to taste that. They are satisfied and excited that they get to go home and recreate what they got to experience right here in New Orleans. So that's the special part about that. Yeah,
it really is special, and it's the color of it stands out, because if you not knocking anybody else's product. But I have used gumbo bases from other companies before, but it doesn't have that brown peanut butter color. It always has something else going on in there. It just doesn't seem the full natural roux that you're looking for. And it takes time for me to make this now. It's packaged with love, and that's why when people use it, like, wow, I didn't hardly have to add any seasoning. Basically my meat and my fresh seasoning. I didn't have to put anything, and I didn't want to put any salt in it. You can add your own salt if you want that salt. I didn't want to make a product with a bunch of salt in it. But it's so special to me, and the Lord is really, he's something else when he can really implant something in you and create a product and create whatever your gift is. You can create it, and then the masses receive it. Okay. All different colors of nationalities of people. When I did the gumbo tasting at Circle, the Spanish lady that works there, she was sick that day. She said, "You have gumbo." I smell it. Everybody was smelling it. The aroma is just beautiful. And she was like, "Please, I need something." I gave this lady the gumbo. The lady came back here.
Come on now. Ready to
the lady came back here, and she been harassing me every day. When you gonna fix them more?
I don't blame her. She said, "Wait a minute. If it's gonna work like that, I need that to work every day."
She said, "Please tell me." She said, "Please." She don't even hardly know much English. She said, "Please tell me when you're gonna fix it." That was so good to see the reactions on people's face. It's like I don't believe what I'm tasting.
Wow.
This is what I wanted to bring back. The old school way of cooking gumbo. Authentic way, not the shortcut way, not just throwing stuff together.
That is, don't be a gatekeeper. Don't be a gatekeeper. Why? Because it is so rewarding, first of all, just to be able to help someone else. And the information that you know can help someone else literally change the trajectory of their business or even of their personal life. It's okay to share. It's okay to share, because listen, the blessing that comes from that, the blessing that comes from watching a person that you know that you gave them information that literally sent them in a whole nother direction of blessing. to me is everything. It's everything, right? Yeah. So that would be my thing. Don't be a gatekeeper. Please don't be a gatekeeper. We're all in this together. We're all strong women making it happen.
Yeah, I love it. Don't keep it to yourself, and I mean, I love that because, we learn those in biblical foundations, just that it means something when a seed is planted, and we see seed time and harvest and what that does when that happens. And so it's not about keeping your talents and gifts to yourself, but it's opening your hand to not only share, but to receive more, which comes in the form really of blessings and seeing the fruit that get produced from other people, like you said, that you've been able to help. And so, but when it comes to all of that, I know that you do so many other things in your life as well. Where does faith join with your finance journey so that
it joins every day?
All right. All right.
It joins every day because I look at it as God gives us everything. Yeah. And everything is already His. And because it's His, I'm just a steward that's trying to increase what God has given. And when we look at it that way as a blessing, no matter what is happening, even though bad things are blessings, because sometimes God is trying to redirect us in our finances, or He's trying to get us to pull back on some things. So it's a faith walk. It's every day. It's an everyday faith walk that as we give and honor and are grateful for what we already have, I know that He just increases us from that.
Yeah.
So gratefulness produces increase. That there's absolutely nothing that can stop you from being a financial guru, your own financial guru. Learn all you can. And listen, write down your goals, write the vision, make it plain. That's what the Bible says. And so listen, when you write that vision, you make it plain and you go down the list and begin to check off the things and make it happen. Execute, execute, execute as it relates to your finances, as it relates to your credit, and watch your life go to a whole new level and change.
Together. But now, what's one of the things you bought after you got everything together and you said, man, I've been waiting for a long time to make this purchase? A lot of people say, I'm going to get this when I get this straight. What was that one purchase for you that was exciting to do?
I'm excited to tell that because it was my very first house. I was 26 years old, single parent with 2 children, making $22,000 a year, guys. And that was my dream. I had just got my credit straight, figured it out on my own, sent out my letters, did the hard work. And I told my best friend at that time I wanted to buy a house. And she looked at me and she was like, well, let's do it. And I tell you, at that time, I was able to get a grant from the state of Louisiana that helped me with my down payment. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because it's going to bring a little tear to my eye in a minute, because just looking at my 2 kids and how we had to constantly move around. I was living in a duplex, a 2-unit property in the 9th Ward. And in the kitchen, the window wouldn't even shut all the way closed because it was just a rickety old place. And I just remembering how the bugs would come in and all of that. And I wanted to be free of having that type of living condition and have a place for my children and be in a good area where they would be in a good school. And guess what? I was able to make my dream come true because I got my credit straight. And not only that was my first house, I said. I went on over my life. I've owned 12 doors, meaning 12 units of properties.
Wow.
And so listen, for the person that's listening, you can do it. I did it, and I started with no money, literally making a very low amount of money with 2 children. And you can do it. I promise you, just focus, come up with your goals, and just start checking off your list as you go, because you will make it. Whatever dream you have, it will come true. You just got to put in the work.
There you have it. Just a peek at all the exciting conversations that took place during the month of March with phenomenal women. Now, you can definitely watch the entire podcast of each of these women on my channel, Meaningful Conversations. Of course, you can like, comment, and subscribe because I've been hearing from you and your comments have been wonderful, very encouraging, and very exciting. So, of course, look forward to more conversations with more great women, but of course, more great people just in general. We're going to be featuring people that you'll learn about, people you know, some you've never heard of, but all together, we're going to be inspired, encouraged, and motivated to continue being who we were created to be. So until next time, continue to stay excited. Continue to be who you are. There is no one else like you. And I am Singinlisa, excited to be with you. And until then, be blessed, stay excited, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. And let somebody know that we're having conversations, meaningful ones, right here in the room.